Something that we call the Volley round, and it's a chance to let the debaters sort of assess where they are in this debate and take their best shot at what they're hearing from their opponents. And the way it will work, I will go to this side first, and one of these two debaters will have 30 seconds. He will be timed. There will be a clock on this. 30 seconds and only 30 seconds to point out what he sees so far as the real weakness in his opponent's argument so far. When his 30 seconds are up, if he hasn't stopped talking, I'm going to ring a bell, and then he'll have to stop talking. The opponents, both of them together, have 1 minute to respond. After their response, we reverse the whole thing. So the question, as we launch the Volley round to the team arguing for the motion, what do you feel your opponents are getting most wrong? Your 30 seconds start now. Michael Nasi.
They're missing the point that EPA doesn't have the authority to enforce what it's imposing. If a state refuses, I would ask, to do a plan, okay, and EPA has said it will impose its own plan, do they have the authority to actually enforce the assumptions that are hardwired into the standard that is not related to technology, but is related to grid assumptions the agency has no jurisdiction or expertise in? How will they enforce such a standard?
I'm going to Carl 2 now. This rule requires the utilities, the power plants themselves, with the units they operate, to meet a standard to reduce emissions. The burden's on them directly. The burden's not on the states. States aren't asked to do anything. They don't own the units, right? Private utilities own the units. So if the states decide they don't want to draft a plan to make it very cost effective for the units in their jurisdiction, if the states decide they don't want to participate in regional trading markets to make costs low and make things easy, if they really don't want to do anything like that for their in-state utilities, and I got to tell you, I find it hard to believe that they don't want to respond to their in-state utilities and make life better for them, but if they really don't want to, just to stick the finger in the eye of EPA, EPA will say to the power plants themselves, you need to meet these targets. And we see how you can do it by investing in a variety of controls, increasing your efficiency on site, investing in renewable energy, investing in energy efficiency, investing in coal switching to natural gas, lots of ways. You come up with any ways you want. You guys decide on a trading regime, we'll approve it. So I think not only can EPA...
Your time is up. Now we switch it. Carl, do you want to put your best shot, take your best shot at your opponent's argument so far? 30 seconds starts now.
I don't understand, given the importance that the two of you clearly do attach to perfecting the technology to capture and sequester carbon, why the overwhelmingly dominant public conversation and the place where your coalitions put your energy is not on getting adequate funding from a Republican Congress for CCS. Why you are attacking the Clean Power Plan, which at worst is neutral to the development of the technology, rather than advocating for the funding it needs.
Either one or both of you has a minute
I think
to
we need to
respond.
be careful about painting with a broad brush about industry. Okay, there's many industries that are putting their own shareholder money in play right now to try to advance a technology that EPA has already deemed to be commercially demonstrated and available and required to be installed on new coal-fired power plants. And yet, this administration still has an R&D budget of hundreds of millions of dollars to try to move this technology forward. So it's speaking out of both sides of your mouth. You can't have a commercially demonstrated technology that you require and at the same time be spending money for R&D.
You have to allow that commercialization partnership to occur.
Right.
EPA's role is to police the technology once it is available to be installed inside the fence.
Okay, time is up on that. We're going to go to audience questions.